American Reverend Zachariah Jackson from the church of what's happening now. You know, we're getting ready for a very important election. This is a very important election year. This is a year that we elect the president, which the country is motivating a little bit different form. But tonight, we're out tonight in Plainfield, New Jersey, as the candidates are running for office. They're running for city council and council at large. So the Reverend is out tonight, and we're going to cover this right here for Plainfield, New Jersey, and especially to allow the people to know that there's so much work to be done. And I've just got an understanding that this tonight is a women's legal women voters forum tonight. It's sponsored by a group out of Sleepy Hollow, Friends of Sleepy Hollow, which they call themselves FLOSH, F-O-S-H. So I'm honored to be here tonight, and again, please exercise your right on June 5th. It's going to be this is a very, very important year for voting. Again, this is American Reverend Zachariah Jackson from the church of what's happening now. Again, this is American Reverend Zachariah Jackson from the church of what's happening now. As we're at this Legal Women's Forum, the candidates at this point are assembled. We're waiting on one more candidate. I believe it's Ms. Taylor. We're waiting on her to come in. So we are definitely here in this, what you call this house, and we're going to report it as we see it. I was just cautioned by one of the moderators to make sure that I upload the entire broadcast, which I will. We have no favorites. If we do, it's deeply in our heart. And as I upload to YouTube, Reverend Zachariah, revzech or Zachariah 1000, or Facebook, Zachariah Jackson, the whole entire broadcast will be in parts. It probably, because it's right here, may go on for an hour or two. So we're looking at 15 minutes upload. So we may looking at maybe 5 or 6 different parts. But that's what we do. We we upload the whole thing. If you go into the history of the church and what's happening now, here in Plainfield now with the big office that I have up in Newark, New Jersey, you would see that that's what we do. We upload everything. And if there's, like I told a moderator, we all have our favorites. But when we upload it to the stage, the world stage, we show no favoritism. May the best person in this situation here, may the best person win. Someone that's going to really represent this town and give it the full representation that it needs. You know, like anything else, we cannot have bickering and people fighting one another as what people call me up. They say, Reverend, they're fighting each other. City council is fighting the mayor fighting the city council, whatever they may call. You know, like I said, I don't try to get involved in all that, but this is an issue that's at hand for the people. They're wondering, will there continue to be this great battle? And in battles, there's selfishness. So people are going to side with this person, some are going to side with that one. That's where the fight is. You know, I mean, I've had fights as a kid. I got 5 kids on my side, and he got 5 kids on his side, or whatever the case may be. So hopefully, this right here will be that last round, or that round. And as I often refer to Zaire, the remote part of Africa at that time, when the great Muhammad Ali defeated George Foreman. We had George picked, a lot of people had George picked, but in the 8th round, Ali took it out. Perhaps this right here would be that great punch tonight that would set a spark to end the bickering between the city council and the mayor and things of that nature. So therefore, I don't get the calls from the networks and things, and people from the networks that I know will call me and say, you know, Plainfield is on fire because they fighting one another. So it's not a secret that they are battling each other, but perhaps tonight may settle that right there, because June 5th is right around the corner. May God be with you again. This is the American Reverend Zachariah Jackson from the church of what's happening now.
Tonight is amazing, and I want to thank every one of you for coming, because I'm conducted by Dawn Clark, who is a trained League of Voters moderator and a vice president of the League of Voters of the state of New Jersey. She lives in Springfield because our league rules call for moderator to be from out of town, so there can't be any of that kind of life. The timers tonight, this is Rupert Crawford. He is president of the Plainfield League of Voters, and we will sign you up tonight if you'd like to. And working with him is Jan Jasper, who is vice president of POT, and also acting in the Van Rick Brooks group. So POT represents people all over the city, and all we ask is for your email address. There are no dues, there's no membership list. I have a sign up in the back. If you want to get our emails, let us know. We ask that you be concerned about the city of Plainfield. We don't ask where anybody lives, and we have members from out of town. The format calls for questions to be done on file cards, and you will have an opportunity. The two people in the corner there, this is Gloria Enrique and Jim Spear, and they are volunteering for Fox tonight. So let them know if you want a card and a pencil, and when you have a card ready, please hold it up, and one of them will come to you and take the card and bring it here to Ms. Clark. The questioning will be handled by Ms. Clark based on what's on the cards, but there will not be any verbal audience participating. Thank you. Yes, Phil Amaral, is he here? No. Randy Bullock? Randy had some surgery. Thank you for reminding me. Under League of Women Voters rules, because there is no contest on the Republican side, we would acknowledge them as candidates, but they would not be speaking in any way at all. That's how the league rules work. And Mr. Bullock had surgery recently, so I assume he's successfully convalescing. And party chairman, Sandy Spector, was told what the rules were and invited to send her candidates or her representative. There will be no politicking in this room. And the taping is being done by the City of Plainfield Cable Office, Lamar Maxon, Kalani Maxon. There are other people taping. They will be abiding by league rules in terms of making it available so that we can determine that it's not being handled unfairly. Lamar Kalani will be taping the entire thing, and it will be on the cable stations, correct? Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm finished, and again, thank you for being here, and there's a woman in the back ready to put up more chairs, so we get more people, that's even better. Okay.
And thank you. I'm very pleased to be here, really very pleased to be here. I think it's great that Plainfield, that citizens are so involved and want to, that it's necessary to have a primary forum. That's a good sign, people. And if you want to do it, you want to come, it's even more important. So it's, you are exercising your right to vote, and that's a good thing. This evening's forum is going to follow a rather traditional model, and we're going to have opening statements from each of the candidates for 3 minutes, and then we'll get to your questions. Now, please, you know, I am old, and I need a lot of help when I'm reading, so make sure you write legibly, please. I have to sort fast through these cards. and I would appreciate that, where you may address any question to any one of the candidates, but all of the candidates will get an opportunity to respond. And I will try to rotate the order of their response. Each candidate will have a minute and a half to respond to each of the questions. If there is a need for it, there will be an opportunity for a 30-second rebuttal. Now, on all of this, we do have the timekeepers in the front, and when there's 30 seconds to go, they're going to very nicely hold up a yellow card, and that advises the candidates and me that there's 30 seconds to go. When it's the time is up, then they'll hold up the red card, and we all know it's time to stop. Okay? After all of the questions are done, we will then have time for a 3-minute closing statement from each of the candidates when they will sum up. So I would like to urge anybody here that's really involved. We also need members in the League of Women Voters, and we'd be happy to sign you up tonight if you would so. Please, wouldn't you? Yes. We'll be ready to do it. Okay, I'm going to do my best now. I'm going to try to learn the names of the candidates. So I'm going to introduce them to you. I know you know them better than I. But for the at-large position, now we have 2 candidates here, and you're going to have to go to the polls on June 5th. And if you're a registered Democrat, then you're going to have to vote on which one of these candidates you would like. But on my immediate right is Veronica Rodney Taylor, and then to her right is Reverend Tracy Brown. Okay, that's for the city council person at large. Now, on my left is the representative for the 3rd ward, and we have 2. We have a current incumbent, Adrian Mapp, who's on my immediate left. And then to his left is a challenger, Rashid Abdul Haq. So if I get mixed up, let me know. We are then going to start with the opening statements. And believe it or not, they did draw for positions. It's not going to look like it because they came out in perfect order here. But the first speaker for 3 minutes is going to be Adrian Mapp.
Thank you. Well, hello and good evening to all. My name is Adrian Mapp, and I am the president of the Plainfield City Council. I am a 33-year resident of the city of Plainfield. I have 2 daughters and 1 wife. I have been a dedicated member of the Plainfield City Council ever since I first came onto the council in 1998. As many of you know, I went on to serve a term on the Union County Board of Children's Resources. I have a passion for public service. I have dedicated myself to providing leadership to the city of Plainfield. I have dedicated myself to holding my colleagues and every elected official accountable for the office for which he or she has been elected. I intend to continue to serve my 3rd ward constituents and all of the residents of the city of Plainfield with the same level of passion and dedication that you have gotten used to coming from me. I want to serve this city. I want to see this city move forward. And now